And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, where tonight it's BSN Saturday Night Football, EAFL style, as the Orlando Lightning have traveled over here to the O Dome in Merritt Island, where they will take on the East Coast Sharks. Good evening, everybody. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. Tonight's game is brought to you by Exotic Peas, Painting, Pressure, Cleaning. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Brevard Discount Transmissions. And we don't play around here. We're all ready to go and kick off. We've got other sponsors we'll tell you about throughout the course of the night. Want to give Principal Debbie and the entire staff and administration a big thank you here at Merritt Island High School for the use of the facility here tonight as the Sharks and the Lightning get set to do battle. The Sharks will be in the black uniforms with the red numbers, and they'll be kicking off to the Lightning, who are in all white with very small black numbers on the back. So bear with me tonight. I want to say hello to Mr. Eddie Dufresne, who's up here in the box with us tonight. It's good to have Eddie up here. Although I don't know Ed's going to be any better. We had one whale of a timekeeper a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes,
she
we
was
did.
magnificent. But we are ready to go here. Glad you could be with us. I'll put 15 minutes on the clock here in just a minute. We play by NFL rules, and that one is crushed, and it stays in and rolls into the end zone. It'll be first and 10 for the Lightning with 14:59 to go here in the opening quarter. How do I set this clock? I'm already frustrated. We just started. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Referee blows. Who's the white hat, Ed? Joe McGrath, the white hat tonight. Our other sponsor for tonight is Stargazer Embroidery. All right, we get set to go here. Hopefully the rosters are correct for the Orlando Lightning. At quarterback is Rashard Hendricks, tall young man. Got two backs, one to his left, one to his right. Turns, gives to the back to his right. And that was like some sort of a knee crawl you see in the military. Does not get back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be second and 10 now from the – actually, it'll be second and 12. The ball is placed for a 2-yard loss. So second and 12 following the 2-yard loss. The ball carrier looked to be number 0, Marquise Hargrove. Now, you got that on the bottom, so account for it. As Hendricks, little pistol formation, double, split wide, left and right. Looks, fires, throws, wide open across the middle. Great pass and a great catch. Hargrove, for sure, that time on what is an 18-yard gain. Why are you stopping the clock?
Because they stopped the clock.
Okay.
So.
It'll be first and 10 now from the Orlando 37. Nice conversion there on second down. Orlando is 0-2. They lost a close one and got smoked in another. And East Coast is 1-1. They won a close one you saw here, and, well, we won't talk about last week. Nice fake there on the option. Good read on that option there. That was a sweep coming to the near side. The quarterback took a peek at the right side of the Sharks defense and saw it heavily pursuing to the other side of the field, pulled the ball back and took off, and he picks up 9 on first. It'll be second and 1 now for Orlando. Ball approaching midfield. 12:45 to go here in the opening quarter. First or second and about a yard from Orlando's own 46-yard line.
T- Tell you what, Alan, Orlando seems to have some really good athletes.
Hendricks this time gives to his back, and that line eats it alive. Up front, getting in there for the tackle. Demetrius Dees gets in there and makes a big stop. Checking in now is number 48, Hampton Hunter, as he'll check in. And checking out is big number 77, Caleb Wright. '51 is who? Tay Shea. Okay. Tay Shea is 51. All right. That's a loss of 2 or 1, 3rd and 2. Now, 11:42 to go here in the opening quarter. No score. EAFL action on BSN. Is that enough initials for you? Turns, gives, gets outside. No, he does not. Absolutely stuffed in the backfield. That's Rashad. Oh, no, it's not. It's Keyshawn Cooper back there on that stop, and he came flying in to make that tackle, and that'll bring up 4th and 4 now. Big hit and a big stop. And Orlando, after picking up 9 yards on first down, finds themselves headed the other way, and now it's 4th and 4, and on the punt is, I believe, Benjamin Hernandez. At least he's listed as the punter. Could also be Elroy Perez. Or Ricardo. No, it's Elroy Perez punting. So Elroy Perez out to punt on 4th and 4. He barely gets it away. Not a bad punt, not a good punt. And it'll take an Orlando bounce and turn it into a good punt. We've got Laundry on the field. See what that's about. The referees are talking. Usually it's against the receiving team. What did you say you thought it was? Holding, and that's what it is. So that'll be 10 more yards, and East Coast will start off in less than stellar field position here with 10:18 to go in the opening quarter. Glad you could all be with us here tonight. D. Jackson, Jenna Dawn, Eric Roberts, Millie as well watching. So it'll be 1st and 10. Trying to see who the quarterback is tonight. I don't know if it's Johnny Wainscott or not. I think so. I think it is Wainscott with the fake. Here's an end around, and nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He cuts back up, and he picks up 5 on what looked like would be absolutely nothing. And he is Keyshawn Cooper, who also made the big hit to force backwards the Orlando Lightning offense on 2nd and 1. He picks up 6 for 2nd and 4 with Wainscott, Johnny Wainscott in there. 2nd and 4. Wainscott turns, gives, follows the big man up the middle. And that'll be an East Coast Shark first down, and or close to it anyway. Yep, no, he's got his finger up. We got a player down. Clock will stop. So we got a man down on the field, and while we have a timeout on the field, I want to take an opportunity to tell you about Exotic Peas. That's exotic paint for you and I. For the finest painting service in Titusville and in Brevard County, call Exotic Paint. Exotic Paint provides professional services, experienced painters, reliability, and they offer free quotes as well. Reach out today to learn how Exotic Paint can make your life more colorful. That's pretty catchy, huh? Springtime is also upon us, and the Exotic Paint team is eager to start lining up the exterior repaints. Exotic Paint is offering a spring special between March 1st and April 1st. All exterior repaints get a 10% discount from the proposal amount, along with either a free driveway or pool deck pressure clean. Or if you have a pool deck, instead of the 10% and pressure clean, they will include a pressure clean and repaint. Call today at 321 387 8364, and you can visit online at www.exotic. Now, when I say exotic, it's spelled XOTICPS.com. ExoticPS.com. And anyone who refers someone else, please let them know, and you can pick up $100. What's that, about 4 gallons of gas right now?
Yeah, give or take.
All righty here. Injured man still down, so you know what? You know what that means, Caleb?
What does that mean?
It means I'm going to tell you about another sponsor.
Another great sponsor.
That's exactly right. How about Brevard Discount Transmission? As the man gets up, family owned and operated with over 40 years of experience in the automotive industry. Brevard Discount Transmission services all of Brevard County, and they offer free towing with any major repair from certain cities. I can think of some very recent times where that would have come in handy. The free towing part for sure. We'll tell you more about them, but we are ready to return back to action here as the Sharks have 1st and 10 now from their own, looks like about 12-yard line. Johnny Wayne Scott from the gun. 2-step drop, looks, fires, throws. Nicely done across the middle to the big receiver who gets out across the 30 to the 35, hauls it in. Turn around, young man, so I can say your name.
I believe that was number 1.
Nope. Couldn't have been. We'll get him here in a second, but that's a first down. That's offsides. Number 2 was on that catch. That's Nelson Campari, big tight end for East Coast. And here we go. Johnny Wayne Scott looks at his wristband. Got a man in motion. Wayne Scott, pump fake, fires over the top, throws into. He had 2 wide receivers. Somebody ran the wrong route. Absolutely had to. He had 2 wide receivers in the same exact place. And he hit them both. They just didn't catch it. 8:25 to go now. Here, we'll start the clock on. Oh, actually, Caleb will fix it. There you go. Second and 5 now. Wayne Scott with a quick pitch and nowhere to go. That'd be a loss of 5 yards easy. In on the stop there for Orlando's Arthur Brown, the DB, coming up to make the tackle. And it's actually a loss of 4, so it'll be 3rd and 9 now. So let's see what OC Nicholas Roberts has up his sleeve for 3rd and 9. Head coach is Scott Veit. He'll be happy to know I said his name right this week. Wainwright's got an option out of the backfield, but he just lofts one up, and it's caught. It's close to, is a first down as Keyshawn Cooper runs under that lob. And 1st and 10 now for East Coast at their own. That's a big 3rd down conversion there. Or was that second?
That was 3rd.
3rd, okay. 1st and 10 now at their own 47. Wayne Scott checks the wristband, looks to the sidelines, checks the wristband again. We got doubles. That's wide receiver split equally to each side. One back in the backfield. One man now in motion. Little swing pass out of the backfield, room to run, cuts up inside, and he holds on to the football. Forward progress will be a gain of 5. Nice job by Cam Harris there, and the Sharks will be looking at 2nd and 5. 6:50 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. You see big Caleb Wright over there anchoring the right side of that line. Nice block on that one. Got the big tight end over there as well, Nelson Comperi. He want a timeout. The offensive line's trying to take a timeout here, but not going to happen. 2nd and 5. 2nd and long 5 or long 4, short 5. And this is just a quarterback design keeper. And actually, it's not the quarterback. We had a running back in there. That's Jake Kerr. And Kerr, number 34, runs it up the gut, be 3rd and 1. I don't know that that's Jake, but he's wearing 34. Wayne Scott checks back in. 3rd and 1. 4-down territory. They're in all kinds of trouble here. Yep, they're going to take a timeout here. They're running men on the field just before the snap. There is 5:28 to play here in the first quarter. What we're going to do is step aside. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, I played the wrong commercial, but we're back anyway here. And the clock starts. On the snap, gives straight up the gut, and that's easily a first down as the Sharks begin to swim into lightning waters here. That was another direct snap to 34. Wayne Scott's back in with 2 backs, and he catches them offside again. You're watching EAFL football here on BSN. And it's 1st down and 5 now. And Wayne Scott turns and hands off. My goodness gracious. Yeah, that was mano a mano. Big Mac meeting Big Mac, and one of the Macs are still down on the ground. And we're going to get an official's timeout with the injured player as Kerr absolutely demolished his tackler. Now we'll step aside, and I will play the appropriate commercial. We'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. Well, they got that guy off in a hurry as the clock starts. And here we go, 2nd and 3. Wayne Scott turns, gives. They got some big, and I mean some big backs in that backfield. Ain't nobody I want to tackle. Kerr back there again. And if that is not Jake Kerr, then you must blame the younger Dufresne on that one because I checked with him today to make sure the rosters are right, and he said they were. Yep. Let me see your thing here and go to their Eafl. Yep, I didn't think it was. So we're going to try and see if we can't get the right name of this guy carrying the load on this drive. Wayne Scott, that should be a false start, is not. And that's a good stop in the backfield. That play looked a little off from the get-go, and it's decision time now for Nick Roberts in this offense because it's 4th and 1. I don't think there's much of a decision to make. Just turn around and give the ball to 34 again. That's exactly what they're going to. What do we got here? Do we got a false start, or are we going to have a false start? And that's going to back them up 5. So now this may. We'll see what we get here. Yeah, that is not Jake Kerr for sure running the football. And unfortunately, I don't know the man's name, so I'll see if I can't get it at half right now. So 2:20 to go. Wayne Scott throws a little screen pass underneath that had no chance. It'll be a turnover on downs. In there to make the stop was number 90. Henry Mitchell, the linebacker, came up and he was just, in fact, if he wanted to, probably could have stepped in front of it. But that'll be a turnover down. So that drive runs into the brick wall of Henry Mitchell on 4th down. And Orlando takes the field with good field position with 2:20 to go and the ball at their own 40-yard line. Oh, she is? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Showing blitz. Boy, do they bring it. And they bring it on both sides. Great play. Number 54 on the stop there. Ryan Veit comes in and makes a huge tackle. They brought the house on that one. That's about as much of a run blitz as one defense could produce. The defensive coordinator is Mark Barton. And, yeah, it's now 2nd and 19. Second down and 19 now. Yeah, he's okay. He's got it says Kerr on the back of his jersey. He's wearing somebody else's jersey. Yeah, yeah, he's definitely wearing somebody else's jersey. Yeah, he must be wearing Kerr's jersey tonight. Yeah, yeah, I got you. 34. All right, because it looks like he's going to be carrying the ball a lot tonight. 119 to go. And now it's 2nd and 25, 26. Wide open across. That's the same pass, Caleb, that they completed for a first down on 2nd and long before to the same receiver that time as Marquise Hargrove hauls it in. And it's third down and manageable now. 3rd and 7 now for Orlando.
I mean, all he's doing is going finding the soft spot in the zone and saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Yep, yep.
Nothing fancy about it.
It's all or nothing right now
Right.
for the defense. You get into those run blitzes. We'll see if they bring the house here on 3rd down. They're not showing blitz, but they're not showing it. Four linemen, 3 of them standing up rushing, 1 down. Man in motion. They show blitz that time. He did not jump off sides, and nice pop over there coming off the corner by, I think that was Eddie Dufresne over there. We got another player down, and we flew right through the first 3/4 of this quarter, and now all of a sudden injuries. We got a guy down. 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Him. All right, T.T. Davis, C.T. Davis, C.T. Davis. Okay. All right, C.T. Davis. I don't know if I'd want the initial C.T. playing football. 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 4th and 2. Trying to draw them off. Last time from this position, they punted. They're going to run it down to the end of the first quarter. And think about it. And we'll see what the decision or the thought process is when we come back here on BSN. No score as we head to quarter number. Next quarter action will be brought to you by Stargazer Embroidery. With over 20 years of experience in the industry and run by a husband and a wife team, Stargazer Embroidery focuses on quality products at an absolutely affordable price. They deliver excellent customer service. They treat their clients like their friends. For more information, check them out online at www.stargazerembroidery.com. So the decision is to go for it. These teams tonight are 0 for 2 collectively making this decision. Let's see what Orlando does here as they try to jump. They're going to throw the ball all kinds of time. Gets rid of it. He had a guy wide open. Eric Thomas was wide open. He had the time to throw the ball and just misfired. Turnover on downs as East Coast will take over on the Orlando 47. Caleb, he just missed the throw.
Yeah, that's all there really is to say about that one.
That's all you got to say about that, huh?
I mean, like you said, he had time, comfortable time.
Yeah, he had enough time back there to, well, he had time.
He had time to make some breakfast back there and still make the throw.
Fry up some eggs. 14:53 to go. And I believe, yep, that is Johnny Wayne Scott back there from the gun pistol, if you want. Cooper, that was all kinds of fakes I don't think were intentional. And coming up to make the stop there was Steven Larson, who's listed as an athlete. And on that particular play, you see why. Second and 11 now following a loss of 1. Checking into the game is Django Johnson. Wayne Scott off on. Here he comes. Got the play from Nicholas Roberts, the OC. I assume that's Nick. Second and 11. Wayne Scott looks, steps up in the pocket, has time, in trouble, still tries to head fake. Picks up 1 as Jamari Harris forces him out of bounds. And that'll be third down and 9 following the gain of 2 with 13:50 to go here. And I got it. With 13:50 to go. Quick pitch. Ball nearly dropped. Ball is out and turning around and absolutely falling on it. An early Christmas present. Now, the fumble recovery is an early Christmas present for Troy Belvin, but he got in there and made the play. He forced Cam Harris to the ground, and Harris never got control of the pitch. And turning around and making the tackle and finding the ball all in one fell swoop was Belvin. And that'll be 1st and 10 now for Orlando at the East Coast 47-yard line.
He was trying to look for daylight, I think, but before he had that one secure.
He definitely took his eyes off of it. Throws it up. This could be, no, I was thought maybe a chance to pick it off there. Nice coverage over there by Eddie Dufresne. Step for step with Trayvon Harris. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And I'll tell you what, the run defense for East Coast and the pass rush for the Sharks are 2 totally different things right now.
Yeah.
The pass rush, the quarterback's got all kinds of time, but both in the game we saw earlier this year and in this one, teams can't run the football against them. But the quarterbacks are setting up quite nicely in the pockets. 13-19 to go following the incomplete pass. And this is a sweep, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is an absolute textbook tackle by Bryson Pretty. That's pretty.
That's exactly how you coach it. I mean, stayed home, let the running back kind of come to you, and then when you have the opportunity, make the tackle.
My game plan would be if I was the offensive coordinator of the other team, if I had a quarterback that could throw the football, I'd stand back there and just pick that zone apart because you're not going to run on these guys. You see first of all, they got the big meat up front. You see Randolph Whiteman up there, a big Caleb Wright's in there. And they can't run east and west on them either because they got the speed. Quarterback, this time he has no time. They blitz. They bring the linebacker blitz as Rashadi Myers gets in there, and he'll get credit for the sack also in the man we just mentioned, Randolph Whiteman, and that'll bring up 4th and a trip back to Orlando.
The pass rush got home when they needed.
Yes, indeed. And back deep to try to receive this punt will be Amos Brown. And that's a timeout on the field here at historic Merritt Island, the O-Dome, named after the legendary Gerald Odom. a FHSAA, you name the Hall of Fame, Gerald Odom is in it. And of course, if you're familiar with Brevard County football, high school football, then you know the coaching tree, the legacy of the great Gerald Odom. Players and coaches like John Wilkinson, just in, Lance Jenkins. I mean, the list is as long as my arm and your arm, Caleb.
Yeah, the last piece of Merritt Island history that I was here for was Brady Denneberg sending the Merritt Island Mustangs to.
Their last state
Yep.
championship. Yeah, a 47-yard field goal.
That still is a thing of beauty, and I can still hear Logan Pettit's call.
Yeah, I picked the wrong game that night. All right. 11th.
Well, here's the thing: you still had time to come correct me on my scoreboard and still go do your game.
Right. 11:32 to go. That's a nice punt. And it takes an East Coast bounce into the hands of a Shark. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Punt will be a net 30 yards. And we'll get another change of possession. So a defensive battle ensues here. Sharks looking to rebound from a loss last week. We're not talking about that one. But they got that win on the opening night. And, man, I went back and watched that game the next day. And what a fun and frustrating game all in one fell swoop that was for Sharks fans.
Yeah.
But they're 1-1. Orlando is 0-2. East Coast. Wayne Scott rolls, throws, looking for C.T. Davis there. Nearly had him, but the ball's too far out of the reach. But Wayne Scott does the one thing you instruct your quarterbacks to do in those situations: give your offense an opportunity to play another down. He put that where only Wayne Scott could get it.
Shavon Harvey says, it's okay. We won't lose no mo, Al.
I hear you. Okay.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, they put up the score in last week's game.
Oh, did they? Yeah, I wasn't going to say
Nope.
it. 2nd and 10. Throws. He throws that into triple coverage, and it's caught. That had to be a dime. It was 1st and 10 now for East Coast. Nice pass by Wayne Scott. I can't see the receiver that caught it. He's coming to this side. I think it was the big tight end. It was the big tight end over there. Nice job by Nelson Campari over there to turn his body like blocking out underneath of a basket. Kept those 3 defenders behind him, and Wayne Scott put it right on the numbers. C.T. Davis in the backfield with Cam Harris. Wayne Scott turns, gives to Cam. Cam scats through, and Cam will pick up 4. 2nd and 6 now. Ten seconds, right? Yeah. Be like Tom Brady always asking him to restart that count. The guy, okay, I see him. All right, I got him. The guy all the way back here, Ed? Okay. Yep. Wayne Scott looking, under pressure, throws, nobody home that time. But he had somebody, he couldn't have got that ball that far out there on the run from his back foot. That's asking a lot there. But that'll bring up 3rd and 6, still 3rd and manageable. Right now, this game squarely being played between the 30s, if you will. 9:52 to go. And we're going to, yep. Yeah, I was going to say that's a great call. Nobody was in the area. I was going to say is an intentional grounding, but the problem was he didn't get outside the tackle box. There was no receivers in the area, and so it's intentional grounding. That's a loss of down and a 10-yard penalty. Playing NFL rules. So now it'll be 3rd down and about 16, 17. I'd like to see Wayne Scott, instead of rolling, step in, step up. That time he had an opportunity to do that. It's a lot easier said than done. Trust me when, sitting up here critiquing, but that's what I'm supposed to do. 9:52 to go, and Wayne Scott's going to take a timeout. All right. So we don't get a playoff here. That's their first timeout, I believe. Taken. I think Orlando took one, and now East Coast takes one. And once again, I want to tell you about Stargazer Import. In fact, you know what? While we have this minute here, let's just tell you about all of our great sponsors. And, Eddie wants to thank all of them. Their Stargazer embroidery patches and printing located in Cocoa. Brevard Discount Transmissions located on Courtney Parkway. Exotic Peas. We told you about Exotic Peas. Controls on Demand. Michelle Milt and Marine One as we return to live action here. 3rd and 16 here. Wayne Scott blitz and dumps it out to his back. Nice move by CT again, and CT gets him out to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 4th and 10 now for the Sharks with 9:35 to play here. And they're going to punt. I think that's a wise decision. Back deep for Orlando is, that can't be Elroy Perez. That's Ricardo Marrero. Ricardo Marrero back deep. Ryan Veit checks in. Low snap. Sort of an end over end punt. It will take a Shark bounce down to the 15 and out of bounds. Be 1st and 10 Orlando at the 15-yard line. $8:49 to play in the first half. Quick moving half. Now, as soon as I said that, we're going to be here at 11:45. Right? I know. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That's my fault. I knew it as soon as it was like trying to catch words and shove them back in my mouth.
Let's give a quick shout out to Cliff Nichols jumping on the broadcast.
I want to say hello to Bridget Johnson as well, an owner. Hello to Bridget. 1st and 10. Blitz. And that worked perfectly. Looks like number 51 got in there. That's Randolph Whiteman, and he's having him quite a first half. That's his 2nd sack of the night as the big guy gets in. Cliff Nichols watching. Cliff had a great career playing semi-pro adult league football. Great coach. Most recently at Space Coast as a head coach. I want to see Cliff back in the game coaching.
I agree.
Throws, nice little wide receiver, quick pop there. And that's the definition of gang tackling. Hauled in by Elroy Perez. No, check that. That's Trayvon Harris there on the reception.
Harris had 2 nice spin moves back to back.
He did.
That kept that a couple extra yards there.
Lorenzo McDowell wasn't buying it, though.
That's right, he was.
Yeah. Third and 7 now you get the feeling this Sharks defense is on the cusp of making a big play here that could create some points. Quarterback looks, nice block. That's a great block, and that's a great pitching. Let me tell you something. That's a great throw from the quarterback to number 4, Trayvon Harris. But the play is made by the running back, Lorenzo Reeves. Because if he doesn't make that block right there at that last minute, his quarterback is on the ground, and that's a scoop and score. Outstanding backside block by the running back. And you never see that from a running
No.
back. I know my running backs didn't do it. I just don't think they like me, though. 1st and 10 now at the 44. Yeah, he owes him a dinner. And that'll be a delay of game as they were looking down at their waistbands for the play there. The block again by Lorenzo Reese. So now it's like 2 steps forward, the old Paula Abdul song, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, or whatever she said. That's what they're doing here. That's what Orlando's doing here. They make a nice play, and then they shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty or failed pickup blitz. So it's going to be 1st and 15 here. Can't believe I just referenced a Paula Abdul song. 6 minutes. Got time. Steps up, throws, caught. Nice play. And that is nice pitch and catch there. Marquise Hargrove out across to Arthur Brown. Or no, I'm sorry. Marquise Hargrove is the receiver. My apologies, Orlando. The quarterback, Rashard Hendricks, with a great throw there on the run. And they better hurry again here. They just picked up a delay of game. The back judge looks down at his watch. Hand has not gone in the air yet. Standing around chit-chatting, fixing helmets. They got to come on. He's got time. He's got to get rid of it now. He's going to take off with it. And nice job by Rashard Hendricks. He did not. It was good coverage on the backside by the Sharks secondary. But Hendricks takes off and picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 as this now becomes the deepest penetration of the night by either team into the other's zone. 4:47 to go, and they are content with taking their good old sweet time here. Hendricks from the gun. Turns, gives. Wide open hole. Caught him on a trap up the middle. Quick trap. Lorenzo Reeves. Just great quick first step there for Reeves, and he gets all the way down to the 15-yard line, to the 17-yard line, and he is now inside the Brevard Discount Transmission red zone. 4 minutes to go. The clock will stop with 2 minutes to play. Again, we play NFL rules here.
That was an excellent play call.
That was a great play call because they were looking past the whole way there. And they tried the same play again, and this time Hendricks gets outside, but nothing doing. He may pick up a yard, if that. 3:35 to go in the opening half. Lorenzo McDowell checks in. Tried the same exact counter play again. You see that a lot in this level of competition. It is the old philosophy, run it till they stop it.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a timeout on the field with 3:14 to go here. And speaking of Brevard Discount Transmission, need a clutch installed? Well, Brevard Discount Transmission will replace that too. All clutch replacements include turning the flywheel. Brevard Discount Transmission also performs drivetrain, rear end repair, and rebuilding and axle replacement. Brevard Discount Transmission is a full service general repair shop as well that offers a wide range of services. They use state of the art diagnostics equipment and can repair anything from shocks and struts, brake jobs, and tune ups to full engine rebuilds or replacements. Brevard Discount Transmission is your one stop shop for all of your repair needs. Located right here in Merritt Island on Courtney Parkway. Give them a call, 321 452 8906, or visit www.brevardtrans.com. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. 3:14 to go. First half action here. No score, as you can see at the top of the board. Looking to throw near. Oh, it is picked off. And nice job. Oh, did he dropped it. He dropped it.
Oh, come on.
It says who 29. Could not see. Yeah, they score. Yep. That's always the way of the world there. Couldn't see. Thought he had it, but dropped it at the last minute. And now it's 3rd and 10. And as Ed Dufresne just said, inevitably, without fail, always on a play like that, when you should have
Yeah.
points, the other team will come back and give it a shot here. I don't know if they got a kicker, but if they don't, this is 2-down territory for sure. 3:06 to go. Hendricks blitz off the corner, throws, had a man, overthrew him. Had to rush it just a tad. I know he felt the backside pressure coming in over there from Devin Hester, and Hester was, you know, he could hear the footsteps. He hurried to throw and overthrows Trayvon Harris in the end zone. So now it's 4th down, and I guess they don't have a kicker because if they did, he'd be trotting on. Glad you could be with us tonight here on Brevard Sports Network. 21 Elmore says Bridget Johnson on that one. Okay. 21 is Elmore. Rolls, throws, nobody there, and it'll be a turnover. We got a flag, though. That's in the area of a hold. Yeah, it's going to be a hold for sure. It'll be declined, and wait a minute, let's see here. White's pointing the other way here. Let's see what the call is. It's not coming from the referee that usually makes the hold call. They're going to call holding on the defense. Wow, okay. Not sure where it came from. Didn't see, wasn't watching there, but it is holding on the defense. That's 5 yards and an automatic first down. That's a big penalty.
That's one of those backbreaker penalties.
Yeah.
Especially, this area of the field. Now you're giving the offense.
And I like the fact that the referee that threw the flag was explaining to the white hat exactly why he threw it. And look, he said, yeah, that's holding. Let's make the call. And you don't see an argument from the Sharks.
No.
A lot of times, 4th down, 10 yards to go, turnover on downs. Yeah, there's no protest there. And I think it was called on Randolph Whiteman, who may have grabbed the back coming out of the backfield, which you can't do if that's the case. And that it would seemingly be the case because the middle judge there is the guy that threw the flag. Now we're going to get a timeout by the Sharks here with 2:54 to go. So remember this sequence of plays. That's huge.
I mean, not only that penalty, but you think 2 plays before that,
Could have been a
the
pick
six. I
six.
would
Yeah.
say, and I think unfortunately that's the reason I think he dropped it. Is he looked up and those eyes got wide as dinner plates because he saw a touchdown in his future.
Yeah. Yeah. K. Jones. Okay. I'm good. That's right. You told me that. 51 is K. Jones. Ask who 21 is. Somebody's going to have to do it. I apologize. I got the roster I have. So 51 is K. Jones, not Randolph Whiteman. And that's my fault because Ed told me that before the game. All right, here we go. Fourth. Why does it say fourth? Is it fourth down already?
I
I guess the hold wasn't an automatic. I don't know. I guess the hold wasn't an automatic first down. I thought it was under NFL rules. Yeah, we got to be playing college then. And he's got a chance. He's got to run. He's going to have the first down. So it's all a moot point anyway. But I do want to find that out
yeah.
because it was fourth down there. Now it's first down. Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah.
All right. Bridget Johnson says number 21
Is Devin Hester?
Devin
Okay.
Hester. Okay.
So now it's first and goal. So I told you wrong. We can't be playing under NFL rules if that was the case. So we'll see if the clock stops with 2 minutes to go or not. We'll find out. 2:03 to go here. The ball is snapped. A ball could have. He got that ball was behind him. He pulled that ball off his back. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was absolutely nuts how he pulled that ball off of his back without fumbling. That was almost as lucky as the David Tyree thing in the Super Bowl. Obviously not as big college rules with some modified NFL rules. Thank you, Douglas Edwards. Appreciate that. So obviously no 2-minute warning. Appreciate that. So I'll flip a coin, figure out which rule's which. And flags are flying. It's a free play now. Whistles blow as we stop with 1:17 to play. Referee's timeout that time. So it's second and goal now from the 15-yard line. The flag on the far side of the field that's still down. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. Take a little break here. Caleb will show you all of the great sponsors that the East Coast Sharks have and make this possible for them on Saturday nights. Under a minute to go here, and now Orlando's got to have some kind of sense of urgency here. I get it. That's a long time with where they are, but straight blitz throws, and that went through the hands of about three different people, including a Shark. And the incomplete pass stops the clock with 44 seconds and third and goal here. Somebody needs to turn the lights on. Take a while to warm up, so that might be a good idea to hit them now.
Yep.
Let me see what Douglas is saying. One modified rule is a player can go down, and if not touch, he can get back up and run. Okay. All right. I definitely like the no stoppings at 2 minutes.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
I love that rule. I remember when I played it, we had 4-minute warnings in high school football. 4-minute. We used to have 4-minute warnings in college. Quarterback looks to throw. He does. And that is nearly intercepted again. But that was a tough pick. 39 seconds to go. Yeah, feel free to chime in on the comments. We run an interactive broadcast and to just keep it classy. Don't criticize them. I mean, you can criticize them. I mean, these are
I would
adults.
say these are adults.
But
We're not.
don't
But
kill them. Don't be mean.
we do have an admin that runs this chat, and if
Yeah,
that
yeah,
admin,
yeah. We're not around him tonight, so I can't control what he deletes. 39 seconds here. This is 4th and goal. All kinds of time. 8 men, 7 men in coverage. Throws way back, wide open, intercepted. Or did he catch it? No, it's a touchback, intercepted. So that ball is finally intercepted on 4th down, and it'll come out to the 20, I think.
I do believe college and NFL you come out to the 25.
25, okay.
I believe. That could be also another.
No, you're right. He's marking the ball at the 25.
Oh.
That's my old age catching up with me.
No. You've seen a lot of football, and rules were certain ways for a lot of years. So let's chalk it up to that.
Which, hence, is a polite way to say you're old. But I get it, though.
Trying to protect my paycheck.
Well, there ain't much there to protect, son. 28 seconds to go here. And we'll see. I wouldn't throw the ball here.
No.
And they are. Lofts it up and out of bounds. They did this in game 1.
Yeah.
And it turned into points for the other team.
Yes, it did.
So, no lesson learned.
No, but sometimes that's just their play style. So
when we get a little older, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to learn those lessons. 21 seconds to go here.
Look. Sometimes when you're a gambling man or an aggressive play caller, sometimes you just.
No, I get it. 21 seconds to go. Yeah. And this time they give it off on a nice little sweep cutback, and that should take us to the end of the first half, but they're going to try and run another play, and then somebody's figuring these lights out, I would imagine. Yeah. Final play of the half, same play other way, and that will end your half with the score, no score. So as we have reached 30 minutes of play here at the O-Dome, the Orlando Lightning, nothing. The East Coast Sharks, nothing. Back with the second half in 15 minutes.
One.
All right, welcome back here to the O-Dome on the campus of Merritt Island High School. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you here tonight. Caleb Brown as we get set for the second half of action. The lights are on, so we're ready for actual Saturday night football coming up here. And we got us a good old-fashioned slobber knocker, as Jim Ross used to say, and of a defensive football game, Caleb.
We do. Both defenses have made plays. I think the biggest play that wasn't made, but it's still considered a big play, was the near pick six.
Yeah.
That's something to keep in mind as this game rolls along, because the following sequence could have been very bad too.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Fresh 15 getting ready to be put on the clock by one of my favorite umpires and officials, Mr. Ed Dufresne.
All right, you can stop kissing up to him because he's in
No, he doesn't do baseball anymore. He does softball now. So, oh, do you? Okay. I always know when Mr. Ed's behind the plate, we're going to have a good, quick game. Here's the second half kickoff. Ball picked up at the. Oh, that's a nice block. And apparently it was behind. It was. He did get a shoulder behind him. And when the official sees a shoulder in the back, the yellow thing's going to hit the field. And that's precisely what we got there. And it'll be a 10-yard block in the back penalty. And that's where the Sharks will take over. Helmet. Okay.
Well, typically when there's a nice block on kickoff and us media guys see it, usually it's not a legal block.
Yeah. So the Sharks will get backed up here as we get set to begin.
Got Michael Torres.
Say hello to Michael Torres watching
in the
here
broadcast
on Brevard Sports. Well, Michael, I appreciate that. I apologize. I do 4 different leagues, 3 different leagues. So
yeah,
But we were told NFL rules 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah, we were. Just letting you know that. Throws. And that ball is incomplete. But I hope you're back and safe from Australia and had a nice trip. The incomplete pass on first down.
The land where the animals are just as scary as the humans.
Yeah.
One would even say even more scary.
Anytime you get an animal that jumps in your face and wants to box you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. So I see what adjustments were made here by the Sharks. 2nd and 10. Wayne Scott, the quarterback, and he's going to get an offside. He's got a free play. Wayne Scott throws, and his receiver wasn't looking. I don't see a flag, though. No, there is no flag. So apparently it was just a good jump. 3rd and 10 now. And this is not how Scott Veit wanted to start half number 2 here. To go 3 and out. So this is a big 3rd down play here.
He says no, he's still in Sydney.
Oh, is he?
But he enjoys our broadcast.
Well, I appreciate it, Michael. I enjoy broadcast. I've always enjoyed it. When Mike was with the Phantoms, we used to go over there. Man, I love those games. God, I love broadcasting.
Over at Lake Brantley High School?
Yeah, loved it. Looks, fires, throws, and that pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage, and the Sharks do indeed go 3 and out. And Caleb, they are pushing into their 7th quarter without a point. Going back to last week or their last game.
I seriously think the Sharks need to go back and try to put more effort into establishing the run game.
Yeah,
because right now I believe they've only completed 3 passes of the last 10.
Yeah, they've got a great mix of backs. We saw C.T. Davis picking up yards earlier in this one. They got some good scat backs like in Cam Harris, and so punting from their own 5, a low punt, won't even make it to midfield, scooped up here by Arthur Brown. Brown breaks one tackle, he gets out, and the Orlando Lightning will have 1st and 10 in outstanding territory, outstanding field position. They'll be in East Coast Shark territory here with 14:31 to go in the third quarter. And the third quarter tonight is going to be brought to you by, we're going to go back to Exotic Paint. We want to thank Exotic Paint. And I know that everyone affiliated with the East Coast Sharks wants to thank all of their sponsors. Exotic Peas, painting, pressure cleaning, property maintenance, rehabilitation, 321-387-8364. So Rashard Hendricks brings them back. And he had an up and down first half. He made some good throws. They've got doubles. That's wide receiver split left and right. Turns, gives, and stacked up at the line of scrimmage there as K. Jones in there on the stop. And no gain. 2nd and 10 now for Orlando. The Lightning, go ahead.
And just as I said, the Sharks need to focus on the run game. If you're the Lightning, you found most of your success with the pass through the air.
You didn't get they had one trap play that worked, and that was because they caught in 7-8 man coverage.
So your quarterback has all day to throw. Why not just let him sit back there, be comfortable, and attempt to pick this defense apart?
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Man in motion. It'll be 3 wide receivers coming from the right. 2 slots. This is nicely, the quarterback threw the ball behind his receiver on that one. That's Eric Thomas was the intended. Hit him in the arms, but I'm not sure it would have been much of a gain. Anyway, it was a nicely designed play as you brought the guy in motion there. You had the 2 slot guys blocking for the wide out, Eric Thomas, but he threw it behind him. And it'll be 3rd and 10. So ten personnel, 10 personnel, I believe. Oh, he's got daylight now. Cuts back, cuts inside. That's going to be a first down. Nice play by Rashard Hendricks, who looked downfield. And again, there was coverage, and he tucked the ball and ran away with it. And that's going to be 1st and 10 now for Orlando from the Sharks' 27-yard line.
And look, if that might be the extent of your run, besides maybe the occasional trap, that if you can catch,
they might try to play the other side here that they tried on this side with the wide receiver. Nope. There's the trap. Quick handoff up the gut. Just a quick dive there from the pistol. The running back that time was Lorenzo Reeves, and it was Reeves' block earlier in the first half. I think it's either Reeves or Arthur Brown. If it's 6 or 5, I can't tell. But I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought they were going to throw that wide receiver screen to the other side that time when they lined up 3 wide to the left. They are approaching the Exotic Peas red zone here as the head coach. And the arm goes up. They're going to need to take a timeout here. He's got about 6 seconds. Got to hurry. He's not going to get it off, and that's going to be a delay of game. And they weren't even close to getting it off, so that'll back them up 5 yards, and a good run is negated by play calling that's taken forever. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now, 2nd and 13 for Orlando. 11:41 to go here in the third quarter. Hendricks has time, throws, and the wide receiver had to play defensive back on that one as he nearly threw the interception. Nice play by Eric Thomas to keep the ball out of the hands of the Sharks defender. I couldn't see who it was back there. But it'll now be 3rd and 13.
Wait, if that was an incomplete pass, why is the clock still moving?
It stopped now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Throws. And he didn't wait. Well, he's going to be mad at his wide receiver, but he needs to be mad at himself there. The wide receiver, a beautiful stop
Yep.
and go. He just threw the ball before he even got into his cut, and if he'd have held on to it for a split second longer, and he had the time to do so, he'd have hit him right there in the end zone. But it's going to be 4th and 13, and with the offense is not really threatening to score here tonight, it's an obvious 4-down situation. And that's going to be another delay a game. So now it's going to be 4th and 18. And, if I were Orlando, I may even thinking about punting here just to pin them back deep.
Yeah.
Your defense is doing a good job. The Sharks aren't moving the football at all. Why not pin them back deep and try to even get better field position?
Just tell whoever you would have punting, just kick it off the side of your foot. You're bound to
I think that'd be getting greedy. I just kick it high up in the air as you can, and he gets away from one tackler, two tacklers, and he's going to be is he short? Depends where the spot is. He's got the first down. A great play. What do I know? By Rashard Hendricks, who gets he needed 18. He got 18 and a half, maybe 19. And he skirted through that defense. I think he passed about 9 guys on the run there. He had a quick first step, and, man, did he accelerate.
That there's also that's that want to play. That's that I'm going to get this first down, and no one's going to stop me.
Inside the Exotic Peas red zone now for sure. As it's 1st and 10, the ball looks to be at about the 15-yard line. Nobody there, busted play, and that's a great job by the Sharks defense to get in there on that busted play, and it looked like number 20, Javarius Kimbrough, got in. I know that last name. Got in on the stop.
He's in there causing trouble.
Is he, Cliff?
Oh, no. Michael's the one in there stirring the pot a little.
I love it when Mr. Torres stirs the pot.
Basically told the
commish, the president.
He may have come in and said, Buccaneers, y'all worried?
9:09 to go here. Third quarter turns, gives, quick handoff up the middle, and following the busted play, it'll be third, and the quick handoff, it'll be third down at about 15. 8:50 to go in the third quarter. Donuts on the scoreboard. That's good if you're waking up in the morning, but for football in the third quarter, not so much. So if they went for it on 4th down from their own 37, they're certainly going to be going for 4th down here. And obviously they don't have a kicker. 8:23, little play action there. Steps up, there he goes. Gets outside, and he is all the way down close to a first down. He may have it again. And if he does, he's going to be just short, and it's going to be 4th down. And actually he's going to be 3 yards short, 4 yards short. On that far side of the field. It's going to be 4th and 2.5 to 3 yards to go here. He did not get out of bounds, so I want to do one of those games over in Tampa between two of those Tampa teams.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Or, I believe the EAFL has a Miami team or two. A Miami
They
versus
got a
Tampa.
Miami team 4, 5, or 6.
Okay, I mean, look,
And that's a false start this time.
football from that area wouldn't be bad to watch either.
7:30 to go now. And they just shot themselves in the foot with a false start penalty. So now that's a good 4th and 8, 4th and 7. We'll call it a short 8 and a long 7. Checking back in is going to be Javaris Kimbrough. See what they got up their sleeve here. A lot of open field towards our side here, Caleb. Going to have double stacked on top of each other. Blitz off the corner. Hendricks gets outside, throws, caught, touchdown, Orlando Lightning. What a play from Hendricks, Caleb. He rolled to his right. He had 3 wide receivers. He could pick any of the 3 were all open. Touchdown.
Just excellent job keeping his eyes down the field. Blitz impending.
Yeah, they came with the blitz for sure. Oh, wrong one. And Orlando takes a lead. Last week they were beat 31-6 and lost 14-13 to the Central Florida Colts. So 6:46, 6:45 to go, and touchdown.
So someone just commented, come do a Hawks game in Hernando.
Yeah, message me. Let's talk. 6:46. Oh, he pulled it down, cuts back, but he won't get in. And the extra point is no good. So that 6 points is critical at this point when you consider we have played 39, almost 39 minutes of scoreless football. We'll step aside, and we'll be right back here. Orlando on top, 6-0. I want to thank Electric Tide Records, a big part of Brevard Sports Network. If you've got anything you'd like to mix, master, or vocals, give them a call. Check them out on Facebook at Electric Tide Records. Here's the kickoff, and they're just going to fall on it, and East Coast will take over at the 40, and they got to get this offense going. They touched the ball to start the half and went 3 and out, 3 straight passes and out. It's going to be interesting now to see if Nick Roberts changes anything up at all in terms of mixing. You got to put some more run in here. Got to. And you have the back. C.T. Davis had a great first quarter, and there's C.T. in the game. And I don't see Johnny Wainscott's not in right now, so it looks like you're going to see a lot of direct snaps. The problem with this package is that when Wayne Scott's on the sidelines and Davis is in taking direct snaps, it's a run play. And you can see immediately they stuffed 10 guys in the box. But he still picks up 8 yards. And that wasn't a direct snap to CT. That was a direct snap to the big tight end, Nelson Compare. And he gets outside, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1 opens up a plethora of options in the playbook. Play action, fakes, runs, passes. So, but they're going to stay in this formation and run the football. And they catch them offside. Nice job. 1st and 10. Take them any way you can get them when you're struggling to score.
Now, I don't know if it's just a way to try to keep the defense honest, but CT there dropped back as if he was going to throw the ball in the play. I don't know if he's just playing
I don't
around.
know. I mean, maybe it's something they have out of this formation. We'll
Right.
see, but they haven't done it yet. First and 10 ball now at the Orlando 48. Direct snap to Compare again, and Compare gets outside. Guys are just bouncing off of him. He won't. He'll pick up 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 now. And Wayne Scott. So if they have that option out of what you're talking about, Caleb, now would be a good time to see it.
Yeah.
But to say this is the heavy package that's in would certainly be understating it. 2nd and 8. Compare back there. He'll get it. He'll fake it. Oh, nobody's there. Great fake. Compare at the 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! What a fake. What a play. And in the blink of an eye, we're tied at 6. Compare rolls 45 yards. And Caleb, you want to talk about biting on a fake? My goodness gracious. They sure did. Mr. Eddie just said they swallowed the whole steak on that one.
I mean, and you know what? And the thing is, the fake was so nonchalant. You thought, okay, yeah, he handed the ball off and kind of he trotted 1 or 2 yards coming off the edge, and then boom, gone.
What a play. Boy, did they need it. And they're going to try. No, that's not going to work. So we're going to stay tied here at 6. So Orlando and the Sharks, they find a cog in the other's defense, and we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see if Nick Roberts continues with this. And, well, why wouldn't you? And, again, that's the other thing you hear in the background. You got a kicker. I don't understand why you don't kick the extra point. They did it to win
Yeah.
Yeah. They were kicking extra points from the 31-yard line. So, 4:35 to go. We still have us a defensive ball game here. And I'll tell you what, Nelson's had some nice catches tonight, too, early on when they were throwing the football. I mean, the only guy that had a shot at him, his entire body was faced in the other direction on that fake. That's the first score for the Sharks. That ends a scoreless drought that extended nearly 7 quarters. But it's over now as they get set to kick off here. Total, and we're going to get offsides on the kickoff. It's going to be on the gunner, so to speak, here. We'll back it up 5 yards and kick it again. He must have really been offside.
Yeah. I mean, very rarely do you see that truly called.
Yeah.
And we've done enough Little League games where it could have been called and it hasn't. So
Kicker puts the ball on the tee, and he's happy he gets another shot at it because the last one looked like it was shot as soon as he got in the air. And they're going to need, I'm not sure what kind of tee does he have?
I think he grabbed the wrong part of the tee.
Yeah, I think he did too. That's Cody Moore out there trying to kick it off, and the ball should stay up there now, and it does. I bet that ball was falling the last time he approached it more. Much better. Fielded at the 16, out across the 25, 30. Across the 35, cuts back all the way out to the 41. Nice run back by Eric Thomas. I don't see any flags. So Orlando will start first and 10 at their own 41 as Rashard Hendricks brings them back out onto the field, and it was the Rashard Hendricks drive the last time out as he picked up a couple of clutch first downs with his legs and then ultimately threw the 15-yard touchdown pass to get the Lightning on the board. 4:25 to go in the third. The Exotic Peas third quarter. If anybody's got any other scores from around the league tonight, feel free to post them in the comments section. And argue amongst yourselves if you'd like.
Yeah,
Once again, just keep it clean, please. We do work with a lot of schools.
Yeah, no.
4:25, turns, gives, and leans forward for a gain of maybe one if he's lucky. He is Lorenzo Reeves. Checking back in is Kay Jones. I'm just glad we don't have a sideline, Mike.
I mean, I'm glad, but I'm.
You know, because the FCC can't do anything to us because we're online, but I'm certain we'd get some complaints with the sideline, Mike.
Oh, of course we would. But I wish we were able to mic up some of these.
Look, some of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life covering sports were on professional and college sidelines. I mean,
Yeah.
No substitute for it. 3:33 to go, and they're running out of time again, and they do. And this is going to be the fifth delay call of the night. And this is not a juggernaut of an offense, so they can ill afford to keep playing from behind the sticks.
Again, this was something that week one when we did the Sharks game, week one plagued the Sharks. They had a lot of those.
They sure did.
So.
No. So it's 2nd and 15, and if you're the Sharks, you got to keep Jennings. You got to get a spy on him. And a little swing pass. Nice tackle. Well, he missed him. And finally gets some help. They'll keep him to a gain of 2. In there on that stop was Hampton Hunter and Ryan Veit. Doesn't this field always look like it's being rained on?
Yes.
It looks like it's absolutely soaked right now. 2:24 and running here in quarter number 3. 3rd and 14, 13. 3 wide receivers near side. Throws. He's got man coverage, and that's hauled. That was a dime from Jennings to Thomas, And I tell you what, that was a nicely designed play. The only thing that needed to be executed was the pass and catch. They had 3 wide receivers lined up to the near side of the field. The safety drew over, and it left man coverage over the top. And absolutely all Hendricks had to do was make the throw. He does. And running underneath of it was Eric Thomas for the big gain and a first down. Nice play call. Little fireworks going off in the background over there. I don't know if you can see it,
Oh, yeah.
but a big play and a little trap there. Quick play, 117 and running. That'll bring up second down here and about 8 or 9.
I'm showing the fireworks.
Yeah, that was the best throw of the night by either team. Got to hurry. Arm hasn't gone up yet, so he's okay. There's the snap. Got a receiver open underneath, but pressure gets him. This is a touchdown. And a touchdown as the Orlando Lightning answer compares. Touchdown with 2 straight drives and 2 straight touchdowns. And with 40 seconds to play in the third, the Lightning take a 12-6 lead, Caleb.
A little Vince Young-esque type of
Look
scramble.
like it, right?
I mean, you can't tell me that didn't look a little bit of that scramble he did to win the national title game
In the Rose Bowl against USC, yeah.
Yeah.
Man coverage, yeah. Safety's got to roll. Yep. That's a good read by him. And he looked that way the whole time. We're going to get a timeout here as Orlando discusses whether or not to kick it as they line up. I'll tell you what, Rashard Hendricks, we said he had that up and down first half. Played a hell of a second half here.
Yeah.
He certainly has.
You know, we kind of talked about it. We kind of said it without saying it, but, you know, that the Lightning needed someone to step up. And there's been no one that has stepped up more than
that's the guy you want to step up,
right,
that's
yes.
for sure. Because if he ain't stepping up, it don't matter who else does. You know what I mean?
You're right.
40 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
But you as a quarterback know you can also make all the right reads, and if your receivers or backs don't catch the football on your nice reads.
I like to refer that option more to my Ravens. Not necessarily from me. We'll leave that with the Ravens. 40 seconds. They're actually going to try a field goal here. Snap. And
That's good.
He drills it. So, not sure why they didn't do that the first 2 times. Earlier in the first half when they had great field position. The kicker nails it through. And with 40 seconds to play, Orlando all of a sudden with a 7-point lead. Must be what is today, the 16th? The luck of the Irish tomorrow. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone out there. We should have a green theme up here, but I'm Polish, so I don't know what to tell you.
I'm majority
Spanish.
Caucasian and Colombian.
Oh, that's off the foot. And he should have just fell on that one. Picks it up and runs backwards. And the Sharks right now, a little undisciplined here. Did you say Caucasian?
Yes.
That's not a nationality.
Well, you know what? Yep. I was just hoping we could kind of guide past that.
That's
Just
all
kind
right.
of just.
We'll save that one for the. We'll go with Colombian.
There we
You're
go.
Colombian and Spanish. We'll just kind of we'll save that one for the blooper reel. I had to go back and think in my head what you just said.
I was kind of
I
hoping I could
could
just
not let
slide
you
it.
get away with that one.
Hoping I could slide it past you, and we just would not acknowledge
That
that.
was
but-
that was a good that was a good try on that one.
Yeah.
That's a good try. 35 seconds to go here. 13-6. And they're back in the running formation. And again, why not? I believe that's Nelson Compare back there. It is Compare. No fake this time. Goes to the short side of the field. He's just running people over, and he's picking up yards doing it. So why not keep doing it? And there's a flag and another flag. So we're going to sort this out here.
And I don't know. Something would just tell me it might be of the unsportsmanlike conduct variety, considering how late
How
those
late the
flags
flags came in and where it occurred.
And
Yeah.
considering you're on the opponent's sideline, yeah.
Let's see who picks them up. Generally speaking, on the team sideline, the flags are thrown on. They're usually called against that team. So we'll see here. They're going to pick them up. Okay, I like it anytime
Yes.
they pick up a flag. You know what I mean? 21 seconds to go in the third. And we're setting up for a nice finish here. Wayne Scott still on the sideline, so Compare's in there to continue to run it. And this time he hands it off to this side. And that goes to C.T. Davis. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. In fact, I'd be shocked if they got another playoff here. 5.
That looks to be of like that little.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, that's the end of the third quarter with your score. Orlando 13, the East Coast Sharks 7. Back with the final 15 here on BSN. All right, we return to the fourth quarter. Alan Slaughterzinski and Caleb Brown with you here. 1st and 10. And Compare tries to cut back, and this time he is swallowed whole at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That's going to come on Orlando. He didn't see the initial push. They never do.
Nope.
Nor are they supposed to, but they always see the retaliation. Yep. And that's exactly what the call is, and that's going to go against Warren Owens, who just made the extra push there. Nothing egregious, but enough to draw the flag for sure. And that's going to be 15 yards and a first down after the front 7 had registered about a 3-yard loss on Compare. Now that 15-yard penalty is going to put the ball at the 46 of Orlando here. Fourth quarter just underway. fakes the pitch, and nice job that time in pursuit. They didn't buy the pitch, and number 90 in on the stop there. That's Henry Mitchell, the linebacker. And also getting up off the bottom of the pile is Troy Belvin. So that's a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 now. So let's see if they come up with something here to utilize the far side of the field. They've run a lot of this to the short side here on the last couple of plays. Also in is Kay Jones. Kay Jones is in the backfield, actually. Compare. Going to try and throw it. He does. Oh, nice. That's a nice. What's the? I'm going to see what the flag is for. The pass is incomplete. That was a good job by the defender to knock it out. Compare had it. But what is the flag? Let's see what he calls here. He's asking everybody. Let's see if he makes the call. He's going to call a hit to the head on that, and that's going to be 15 more yards. I didn't see it. Must have come after he knocked the ball out late. It had to. So 30 yards in penalties here on this drive have put this football down at the 32. 1st and 10, 13:33 to go in the game. Compare with 3 backs as up backs. And he's going to keep it and follow them. And, oh, my goodness. What a job that time by Aiden Taylor to get in there and just get compared by the ankle to knock him down. That's a loss of 5, maybe 6. It'll be 2nd and 15. Look, without the penalties, they've picked up virtually nothing here on this drive.
Agreed.
So if Orlando stops shooting themselves in the foot here, now Wayne Scott looks like he's coming back in. As we just said, Orlando seems to have figured out where they're going with the football, and that's the key to that. Nothing Compare could do on that one. That young man came in and made a great stop. Wayne Scott going to try and throw. He lets it loose, wide open, overthrows him, had him. That was Davian Jones down there running away from coverage. And a little stumble at the end there may have cost him an opportunity at a touchdown, but the ball was definitely over his head. 12:22, the incomplete pass will stop the clock. And now it's 3rd and 15, and we'll see what Nick Roberts has up his sleeve for 3rd and 15. $12:22 to go. Wayne Scott from the gun takes a real deep drop, throws, and nobody there. And that'll bring up 4th and 15, and I would think you're going to go for this. Ball's at the 36. You're in no man's territory, so to speak. And I know nothing as the punt team takes the field.
A lot of people would say you know nothing, and those people would be wrong.
Well, I appreciate that. I was waiting to see what the end was going to be because we were about to go back to Caucasian Colombian.
Hey, I just said what other people would say, and
Right.
I stand up for my boss.
Okay, I appreciate you. Funny man. Oh, it's a fake. And the problem with it is they had a long way to go. And that'll be a turnover on downs. I like the idea, but I if you got anything in the playbook to fake it and throw it there, probably the better option. So it'll be a turnover on downs with 12:08 to go in the game. And right now, it is this Sharks defense that must come up big here because Orlando has scored on their last 2 drives down the field. And they've done so in large part to quarterback Rashard Hendricks, who has been magnificent in the second half. And a busted play, and he somehow finds room, and that's a block in the back. The flag is thrown. Look, it was touchy, but I'm going to tell you right now, he sold it. An absolute great job selling it. He sold it well, and that'll be 1st and 20. Or actually, if we're playing college rules, that's a spot foul. Or, no, it isn't. Yeah, no, it is. Okay, so, yep, it's going to be 1st and 10 because it's a spot foul. So, all right. As they got an injured man down on the field. And the fourth quarter tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by Stargazer Embroidery. Stargazer Embroidery, 20 years of experience in the industry, run by a phenomenal husband and wife team. Stargazer Embroidery focuses on quality products at an affordable price and excellent customer service. They treat their clients like their friends. Located at 3235 US 1 in Cocoa in the Sharps Plaza. Stargazer will often meet their customers a little earlier or stay later for your convenience. If they do not have plans, they are willing to stay so you can drop off or pick up your order. Weekends are by appointment only, but don't be bashful. They will happily come in to meet you on the weekend if they're free. For more information, call 321-576-2793 or email them at stargazeremb@gmail.com and stop by their websites, www.stargazerembroidery.com. So it'll be 1st, actually, and 11 now, following the block in the back. 11:37 to play in the game, and Orlando right now likely just to take their good old time here. We've seen them do plenty of that tonight to the tune of 4 or 5 false start penalties. So they need to be a little quicker about it. Hendricks drops back, blitz. He won't get out of that one. That'll be a sack, and a nice job there. He's going to have to come off the field. That's going to be Kay Jones, as Jones will come off at any level of football, youth, high school, college, or the NFL. If your helmet comes off, you got to come off for a play. And taking his place is going to be Lorenzo McDowell. 10:47 to go. We okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Coming up in our next broadcast is going to be the Treasure Coast Seminoles. Coming up, my man, Big Meech. I know Meech had some surgeries to his knees done, so I don't know. Talked to him about 2 weeks ago, and we're going to resume our coverage with them next year. But you'll see them on here. You'll see them on here next time. And it's really I had a blast down there last year covering the Fort Pierce Bengals. Loved it. It. Went down there 6, 7 Friday nights last year. And they made the transition this year to the Treasure Coast Seminoles, and they're going to come up and play the Sharks in a couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Getting to see our guys, Speedy Knowles.
Yeah. One of my favorite all-time names. I don't know if he's on the team this year.
I do believe he's on there along with Crate.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, one of my favorite names of all time, Speedy Nose. Here it's 10:31 to go, second and 12 for Orlando. Now they're going to have what looks to be double stacked equally to each side, one back in the backfield. Quick pass and a nice hit there. Drops him immediately. Does Devin Hester, I believe. And it'll be third down at about 7 or 6. Call it 6. And I don't know. That's nearly intercepted. The Sharks were trotting a player off the field as the whistle blew. He didn't get off the field. I don't know if they played with 10 on that down or what they did there. But it's fourth down, and the Sharks will get an opportunity to get the ball back with good field position. Exactly 10 minutes to go. Look, I don't mean any disrespect to the punter for Orlando, but he hasn't exactly been Ray Guy tonight. So, or if you're looking for a more modern punter, maybe a Pat McAfee, or I don't know who punts in the NFL these days. That is a long way. The return guy standing all the way back at the 26, and that ball won't make the 40. But it takes a bounce. Not a bad punt. And the Sharks will take over first and 10 at the 32. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
I'm Marcus May, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
My man.
All right, welcome back here to the O-Dome on the campus of Merritt Island. Once again, we want to thank the Merritt Island administration here. This is a phenomenal place to broadcast from, and we certainly appreciate the opportunity to have the use of the facility here tonight to broadcast. The Sharks are first and 10 from their own 32 as we are now in the single digits to play. And that is a gain of about 3 or 4 here. Second and 7. Ball now at the 35. Dead on the 35. 9:20 to go. This is Compare, and Compare cuts back inside. He'll be close to a first down, but it'll be short, be third down and 1. Getting a little heated in terms of words out there. We do have a flag down in the backfield, though. And let's see what the call is here. It's going to be a hold against Orlando. So that'll back them up 10 yards. And it'll be second down, and looks like they're going to back them way up here. Second and 20. Second and 20 for the Sharks now. Boy, they could ill afford that after a couple of good runs by Compare, and Wayne Scott is back in. Fakes the jet sweep. Wayne Scott looking, rolls, throws, underthrown. Third and 20 now. If I'm the Sharks right here, I'm hitting the X button.
Yep.
I mean, I am. I'm trying to get some receivers down the field. I'm going to hit the X button. If I'm a receiver, I'm going to try and draw an interference penalty. Now, it's only 15 yards playing college rules, right? So it's not an automatic first down. But, man,
But that would still
you
make it
scored
30.
6 points in 8 quarters, and you're looking at this 3rd and 20 situation, and it may as well be 3rd and 50. And the Sharks have 12 players on the field. And that's going to back them up even further. So the wheel's starting to come off the apple cart a little bit here for the offense. The defense has done a spectacular job tonight. Let's say hello to Kevin Buster Beal watching here on Brevard Sports Network. Buster making sure we're taking care of the O-Dome here. Wayne Scott looking, fires, throws, and that is nowhere close in the vicinity of the wide receiver. And the incomplete pass stops the clock with 8:37 to go, and the Sharks are forced to punt because you cannot go for it here.
Nope.
Not even a thought. And now this is a double-edged sword because where you're punting from and the fact you haven't got off booming punts tonight, if you're Orlando, you tell your guy, Peter, right? Get away from the football. Don't even touch the football because you're going to get great field position.
To be honest, I wouldn't even put a return.
I'd rush
right.
all 11.
That's what I'm saying.
Because with this short of field, the instinct is to scoop one up on a bounce and try and go score with it. Don't touch the ball.
No. Take your great field position, rush the punter.
That's a good kick. And he scoops it on one bounce. And he cuts back across to the 40 to the 35, and he's tackled at the 36. So, okay, no harm, no foul.
Nope.
8:25. If he breaks it for a touchdown, then I look stupid. So.
Oh, don't worry, you're not the only one because we were both thinking the same exact thing.
I agree with you, Douglas. I agree with you wholeheartedly. So we see they have a kicker. And so if they get anywhere inside the red zone, the red area, have you watched this week's episode of The Dynasty yet?
I have not.
The series ends well. I hate the Patriots. Let me just give you all that precursor. But the book, The Dynasty, by Jeff Benedict is phenomenal. And so is you can go watch all 11 parts now on Apple TV. Holding on Orlando. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So
between tonight and tomorrow night, that's the plan.
Orlando backed up. Now tomorrow we got 3 benefit basketball games down at Palm Bay High School starting at noon. The Demetrius Richardson Memorial Tournament that we've done for all 4 years will be tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network. The 5th and 6th grade game at noon. The 7th and 8th grade game at noon. The 9th and 10th grade game at 1. And the seniors and juniors who Emerson Murray brings in are some of the best prospects in the country.
Yes.
All to honor Demetrius Richardson, who passed away suddenly 4 years ago.
It's always such a great event to go to. Again, we've had the privilege of broadcasting the last couple years. It's quite a great event if you can attend.
Quarterback with the snap, throws deep, not sure why. That's intercepted. And the knees go down, so college rules would indicate. I don't understand that play call with 7:26 to go and a 7-point lead with the football. I get it. You want to try and go for the jugular here, but
you can still go for the jugular. And
well, I don't understand why you would just throw that football. As great of a half as Rashard Hendricks has played, you've now given the Sharks, now albeit their offense has not moved the football very much at all tonight, but I just don't understand that play call.
No, I agree.
And if it's not the play call, then it's decision. That's the only bad decision Rashard Hendricks has made here in the second half. 7:26, and the Sharks are having issues getting players on and off the field. I think they only have 10 players on the field. Yeah, they played that last down with 10 players on the field.
And
So they still have 10 players on the field.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, they got 11 now. Okay. Throws, caught. Chance here. And that'll be a first down for the Sharks. Who was that in there at quarterback? That was a nice throw. I know they changed quarterbacks because Wayne Scott's down here on the sideline. I think it's number 2. Yeah, I think it's Nelson. Nelson Compary's back there playing quarterback right now, throwing the ball, throwing it well. 6:18 to go. Compary looks, pump fakes, pulls it, takes off up the middle. Compary trying to do it on his own here. Gets out to the 40. Be 2nd and 3. C.T. Davis checks in. Clock's running, so is the play clock. False start. That'll back them up 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 8 now. 2nd and 6. Let's check that. 2nd and 6. It was 2nd and 1. It'll be 2nd and 6 now. 5:30 to go. Compary with 4 wide receivers, 2 split equally to each side. Little out pass, nowhere to go here. Cam in trouble, and down he goes. No gain, lost a yard. And that's going to be 15 yards and an extremely, extremely undisciplined play by Henry Mitchell. Mitchell had the tackle. They had to stop, get up. That's 15 yards. And that's going to be a first down. And if you are Orlando, you handed them 30 yards on the previous drive, and you're handing them 15 unnecessary yards here. Be quiet. Go back to the huddle. That'll stop the clock, too, with 4:56 to play. And the sideline's telling him, man, be quiet. 1st and 10. Snap. Open down the seam, or down the sideline, I should say. I don't know why I said seam. Sideline, and just overthrew him. Had him, too.
That's the second time a receiver has been wide open.
Well, but let's be fair to Compary here. He's not the passing quarterback.
Understood.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he's playing up tight and close, and he wants to get his hands on him, and they're running right by him. Second and 10. Compary in trouble. He's going to take off running, but he's not going to have much to go here. And he had a couple of guys open that time. Didn't see him. And if that's no gain, that's a sack. It is no gain, so that'll be a sack. And the clock continues to run, and this is with just 4 minutes and some change to play, certainly 4-down territory. You got to think it's 4-down territory. Ball dead on the 50. Got a different thrower in, and he dropped it. Hit him right in the number. C.T. Davis had it bounce off of his chest. And let's see who the quarterback was there, because that was not Compary there. That was number 11 that threw. That was Rick Rivers, my man Rick Rivers, former Cocoa Tiger. Rick won a couple of state championships. With John Wilkinson and those vaunted teams. And they're going to punt with 3:56 to go. I put Rick Rivers in the quarterback. I forgot he was on the roster.
Fumble the snap.
They fumbled the snap. And here they come. And he runs 10 yards backwards. And that could be the proverbial nail in the coffin if Orlando does anything with this football. Fumble the snap, loses 15 more yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Orlando Lightning. Now, if you're a fan of the Sharks and you're watching, keep in mind, 3 weeks ago, it looked dire as well.
Yep.
What do you think the chances are that they throw the football here? Slim to none in Slim left town?
Under normal circumstances, I would say yes. But that last possession has also...
Yeah, they got 4 wide receivers set here. And nope, they're going to hand it off straight up the gut and stays on his feet and hangs on to the ball. You may want to add a second arm on that football. So it'll be 2nd and 8 here. If you're going to throw the ball here, which you get the feeling you see these teams at this level do it a lot of times, it's got to be something safe. It just can't be throw it up and hope my guy catches it. 3:18 and rolling. They better hurry or they're going to pick up their 6th delay a game penalty tonight. Back judge's hand is up now. 5 seconds. They snap it. And, look at this. Look at the purse move. Ball game. Touchdown. Rashard Hendricks on a beautiful fake. Keeps the ball, runs up the middle. And we got a flag. It's a coming back. And I believe... Let's see what the flag is. They're going to call that on the wide receiver, I bet you. The last couple of times the wide receiver looked like he was lining up offsides. And that's the call. That's going to be the call. What a play, though, by Rashard Hendricks. It's going to come off the board, though. 2:50 to go. There will be no stoppage of the clock because this is college rules, so. see what the official call is here. Yeah, it's illegal procedures. Exactly what it's going to be, and he's done it the last couple of times he's lined up. You can absolutely. I thought I said it on the one play. It looked like he lined up off sides. I thought he was off sides. He didn't check. All you got to do is look at the side, judge, and put your fist up, right? Yeah.
No, that's.
What was the call? Illegal shift. Yeah, there it is.
And a personal
and
foul.
a personal foul. So the illegal shift and the personal foul will back them up 20 yards here. So now to be second and a trip back to Orlando for a first down. But right now, Rashard Jennings is running through this Sharks defense like a hot knife through butter. 2:50 to go. And he's going to take off again here. And all this is doing is killing time.
This killing
I
time.
knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going there with that. 2:30 to go. Good song, though.
That's what I was going for.
Garth Brooks?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I don't understand why we're running the clock all the way down here. What are we running it to? If you're Jennings.
You have 3 timeouts if you're the Sharks. You have not used a
Yeah,
single
you haven't
timeout.
used a timeout yet. And Orlando could care less. It's under 3 seconds, too. They get it all. That is entire. They took every part of that play clock. That is inexcusable to let that play clock, to let the clock run down that long. That can't happen.
And Alan, I took a notice of that to see
Yeah.
if someone would run. Coaches just talking to the referee.
Yeah, you got to stop that clock there. You cannot let 35 seconds run off of that clock.
No.
And now it's 4th down, and they're going to punt.
Yeah.
And with less than 2 minutes to go, you're going to ask an offense to drive probably 80, 85 yards that scored 6 points in 8 quarters. It's a tough task.
Yeah.
But not impossible, as we've seen. And they may, well, the clock won't start until the snap of the ball, so can't do that. Trying to block it. They do get a piece of it, but it doesn't really matter. Ball will go out at the 32. So with 1:47 to play, will we see Rick Rivers? Will we see Nelson Compare? Or will we see Johnny Wayne Scott at quarterback?
Come on, give me some Rick Rivers. Let's go.
I want Ricky Rivers in there. I'm with you. I see Rick out there. And it'll be Rick Rivers at quarterback here. So let's see Rick. Rick Rivers going to keep it, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 4. His receivers weren't set. They're still running people on the field right before the snap of the ball.
Timeout called by the Sharks.
Look, listen. I say this every game, and I'm going to say it again. Okay, these guys work regular jobs. They practice whenever they can get out there and practice, and it's no excuse. I get it, but what happens is things like this.
Yep.
Running guys out on the, you don't always get that cohesion that you're looking for when you're practicing on. It's not high school.
No.
These guys have families. They have full-time jobs. Some programs do it better than others.
Agreed.
Some programs have better athletes than others. It's okay. But, if you're head coach Scott Veit, you want this corrected, certainly 3 games in. 1:38 to go. Rick Rivers in an empty backfield. Looking, fires. Nice ball. Receiver didn't stop. And the incomplete pass. 3rd and 8 now. 3rd and 7. 2 downs left. Yeah, I'd come back over here. Ed Dufresne saying the same thing. I'd come back over here and look for that guy back down the sidelines. And I'd even run a guy down the seam here as well. As the Orlando fans chant, let's go defense. Oh, the snap way over Rick's head. And he does the wise thing and just falls on it. And that will bring up 4th and forever. This is it right here. It's the final play of the game. Not the final play of the game, but
Yeah.
if you got a play in the playbook for 4th and 36, right now would be a good time to pull it out.
Good old flea flicker. Let's go.
Yeah. So here we go. Before we log off pretty quick afterwards, I want to thank all of you tonight for being on here with us. 4th down and forever, Rivers. And again, this will be a safety, and that'll wrap it up. 2 bad snaps over the head of Rick, and that one into the end zone, and it's now 15-6. And the Orlando Lightning will pick up their first win of the season, while the Sharks will fall to 1-2. We want to thank all of our phenomenal sponsors here, as you see on your screen, whom the Sharks have for sponsors. We want to thank Stargazer Embroidery, Patches, and Printing. Exotic Peas, painting, pressure cleaning, property controls on demand. Michelle Mulkey, PLLC. Marine One Service. I'm not sure who the coach is down there right now. You may hear him in the background, and my apologies, because yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, 1:25 to go, and they're going to elect to kick off from the 20. But if you heard any of the language, my apologies. (15-6) is the score. You can't do that.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't onside kick a free kick. You got to kick it to him. This is not a change in possession opportunity unless the other team fumbles the football here. So this is coming off of a safety. The other team has to get possession of the football. It just oh, was it? You can onside kick this? I didn't think you could. Okay. Ed tells me you can onside kick it. I got you. Okay. All right. So you can't onside punt it. Okay. All right. You can't onside kick it. All right.
Okay.
Makes sense now. They were offsides there. Okay. Glad Ed's up here. And that one he just drills deep. And all they're going to do is take a knee. Got to be careful here because there's a lot of frustration out there. And push down as Richard. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. As Eric Thomas, who caught a beautiful dime from Rashard Hendricks over there waving. Also Henry Mitchell waving. Got to calm them down and get everybody back so that the list of suspensions doesn't grow on EAFL.com. You don't want to see that. So once again, we want to thank everyone watching here tonight as there is 1:12 to go in the game. And they're just going to take a knee, and that's going to do it. Caleb, final thoughts.
You know, the Sharks have got to put together some sort of offense. I mean,
consistent.
Yes.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah, I hear you, man. They got to find some sort of an offensive rhythm here. They got to find a quarterback, too.
Yes.
I mean, you know, Wayne, whether it's Wayne Scott, whether it's Compare, whether it's Rick Rivers, somebody's got to get out there and take control of the offense here. Listen, the play calling was suspect at times a little bit with the run-pass mix, but they'll get it figured out. You know, this was a team that did well as the season progressed last year, and as I said, these guys work full-time jobs, and, you know, they don't get that much time together, but they really need to clamp down and take advantage of the time that they do have together.
You know, you can't play Wildcat at this level. You
Not
can't,
for 4 quarters
right?
anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not for 4 quarters anymore. All right. So once again, we thank all of the sponsors for the Sharks as the Orlando Lightning will pick up their first win of the year as they defeat the East Coast Sharks 15-6. So once again, for all the great sponsors, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Thank all of you for watching us here tonight. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next time from right here as East Coast takes on Treasure Coast here on the Brevard Sports Network.